Good morning. My name's Scott Morgan, and the date is February the 27th. Not 1900s. Let's face it, I'm a little behind the times. It's 2018. The time is 9:13 in the morning now that I just finished brewing a pot of coffee. I'm part of the Tested for Life group for Canadian Tire, and they sent me this Lagostina 12-cup programmable coffee maker. This is my first time ever doing Tested for Life product for them. It's been interesting. Last few weeks I've had the pleasures of trying this coffee maker. It's programmable, as I said. You plug it in. It flashes 12 a.m. like a lot of digital things. It has a blue backlit LED display. When you're ready to set the time, you hold in your hour-minute button, and it'll flash the 12 hour. You advance it to your desired hour. Press your program button. Your brew button, silly me, and it'll advance it to the minutes. Then just advance it to your desired minute. Once you're done, leave it alone. Shortly after, I didn't time it, and it'll quit flashing and keep the time. Okay, you can set up to program your brew. You've got a program button there, same thing. Put your desired hour and minute in, change it all the same way. Okay, as I said, there's a brew button. If you like stronger coffee, have your brew button selected, and it takes just a hint longer for your water to go through everything and gives you stronger flavored coffee. Myself, I like strong coffee. I enjoy caffeine because, let's face it, caffeine is good. Okay, if you have your program set, in the mornings you wake up, boom, get out of bed, you can have a coffee right away. If you want it quicker, have it on your nightstand. You just roll over and have a cup before you're even out of bed. To me, that's a little ridiculous. Okay. Anyways, like I said, it's programmable. Set it up. Has a 2-hour shut-off when your coffee is done. And I don't know if you can see, there's a flashing blue light here. That is the power button. It flashes when your coffee is done, and it has a countdown. So you know how much of your 2 hours is still to go before it shuts itself off. When you're done making your coffee, you open it. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. First off, you pour your water in the back reservoir. Just fill up your coffee pot with clean, clear water. Pour it in. Make sure it's cold water. Coffee brews better when you start with cold water, not warm water. But pour it in. It comes with a permanent filter, which is nice. You don't have to buy the paper cones. And, it's really handy. Just as soon as you're done brewing, take it out, dump it, and rinse it all out so it's nice and clean, ready for the next cup, or next pot, sorry. And then, because the reason for taking it out immediately is your steam rises and will taint your coffee. You'll find it gets that bitter flavor and stuff. And if you're a coffee connoisseur, really want your coffee to taste great, you don't want to have that bitter after effect. You can sprinkle a little bit of salt in your coffee grounds, take some of that bitterness away, or eggshells is beautiful. The calcium of the eggshell melts out and mellows your coffee. Anyways, like I said, so when you're ready to make your coffee, you put your coffee inside the thing after you've got your water in the reservoir, close your lid. Myself, I use 10 level scoops. I like strong coffee. So, runs through and goes through, takes about 20 minutes if you just run without the program. But, if you're anxious for coffee, 20 minutes is worth it. And it's good coffee too, by the way. Myself, you can use any grind you want. You can use coarse or fine grind, all to the person's liking. Today I used dark roast Maxwell House. It was on sale, that's why I got it. Normally I'll use Folgers. I got taken in by the hype as a kid, Well, the best part of waking up is the Folgers in your cup. But hey, to each their own. But like I said, it's a pretty good machine. Digital printout, blue background, easy to read, easy to use. It's stainless steel look to it and everything else, sleek, shiny. Us guys, we like shiny things, so it's good. Okay, it comes with a handy dandy instruction manual, like anything you get. And of course it has, safeguards and warnings and stuff, because there's a lot of little snowflakes in the world. They need them. Okay, it comes, do not use outdoors, keep your cords, from hanging down, get away from kids, last thing you want them to do is pulling your coffee maker off of your counter and getting burnt and wasting all that good caffeine. Okay, don't put it on a hot stove. You put it on a hot stove, what happens? You waste your coffee. You don't want that. Okay, and unfortunately, a lot of these things, they seem stupid. Like, read all instructions before using. Must be honest, I'm a guy. I didn't read it first. I did need it for a few things, unfortunately. Hard to admit, but my wife says I really should do that once in a while. Okay, like, don't put your carafe on a wet or cold surface. Could break it. Different things, Avoid contacting with moving parts. Yeah, last thing you do is want to put it in a wood chipper, because that's going to make a lousy coffee. You don't want to use that for grinding the beans either. Okay, because we need to have all these safeguards in place, because we have all these little snowflakes and there's safe places and stuff out there in the world today. It's not like the good old days where we used our brains and common sense. That's why we have labels on plastic bags. Do not put over your head. If it wasn't for them, 50% of those little snowflakes would still be alive today. Because let's face it, the other 50% probably don't have the brains God gave the turnip. They can't read anyways. But hey, I digress. Okay, anyways, so like I said, we have the Lagostina 12-cup programmable coffee maker. And it's tested for life program that Canadian Tire puts out for their products, and it's a good deal. This is my first video, like I said, and it's been interesting. It's, been able to use it the last few weeks, and, you don't want to overfill the back reservoir of your water, because it's got 2 little holes in the back. Unfortunately, I did overflow it because I put too much coffee in. Don't just take your pull-out hose to fill the coffee maker, because that's when you get a little too much water, especially if you're lazy like I was the first time. I just kind of set it in there and proceeded to do a few other things at the moment. And didn't realize I filled that fast. And anyways, it's not a pretty mess, but got the counter clean. Okay, anyways, so going along, it tells you all about programming. It lists out all the what different buttons are and everything else. It tells you how to set the clock, how to make coffee, and everything. how to use the program, buttons and everything else, how programming it, has hits on for cleaning, you know. It's pretty good, easy, you know, how to descale. So, but it's got troubleshooting in here if, you know, you're having different problems, you know. No power, is it plugged in? Root basket overflows, whole bit. So, like I said, it says read them all. I recommend it. Saves a lot of time. So, anyway, nice looking box, sleek looking machine, shiny, looks good. I recommend using it. I guess I'm supposed to upload this to YouTube, so I guess, and something about hashtags, and, you know, it's that little number symbol, and it's supposed to be, what is it, hashtag, whatever that, like, what is it called again? Heck, I forget. It's terrible. I shouldn't forget these things. But hey, unfortunately for me, I got an excuse. Well, maybe not unfortunately for me. Fortunately for me, I have an excuse. It's called chemo brain. Yes, I've been through that. So anyway, what was it? Oh yeah, hashtag tested for life. Look it up. You can find various products that Canadian Tire puts out under this program, and, you know, it gets a little informative and maybe, I don't know, comedic videos. Some of them will be good, some will be boring like this one. But hey, anyways, like I said, it's a good little product, well worth the money, and I guess this is it. Signing off, Scott Morgan. See ya. Take care.